Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, February the 10th, 2010. Al Roker is here helping us out because Kathy Lee Gifford took a few days off, but it's not...
She was supposed to be here today, but she couldn't. She was afraid she'd get stuck, so she wouldn't get away for her vacation, so she left today.
This
is nothing.
This is a yawn.
Then what happened to the 6 feet?
It's coming.
You can yell at Al
It's
in a
coming.
minute.
It's going to be snowing like 1 to 2 inches per hour for the next 7 or 8 hours.
But it seems like a very wet snow. It's just sort of seeping into the concrete.
Now, not that these
snowmen.
Wow.
Now, not that these
we got a second show going on.
Not that these two need introductions. We have Lady Gaga, ba-dum-bum, and Cyndi Lauper together.
Right. That's right. Her Lady Gaga's idol.
Yes. Now, your whole life you've looked up to Cyndi, is that right?
Yeah, I've been such a huge fan. I used to listen to Cyndi all the time.
What was your favorite Cyndi song?
True Colors.
That's everybody's favorite song. You sang that song with Leona Lewis at the Divas.
She's so sweet.
She is so amazing.
Right?
So fearless.
Does it ever get old singing like a classic that everyone's nuts about, Cyndi? Do you ever get tired of it?
I change it all the time.
Do you?
I always, I look for something different every time. Just a little something. And I always remember, I always remember what Miles Davis said. You know what Miles Davis said? If you make a mistake, you do it twice, it's no longer a mistake, it becomes a part.
I love that.
That's what I've lived by.
Can we talk about the hat, which I love today? Tell us about the outfit that we have
Well,
today.
you know, I had a little injury for a while, and I had to take some time. And so while I was doing that, I went on a little diet, and I'm learning to speak because I had problems because I wasn't speaking. So it's kind of like Now Voyager.
No, I like that.
Nice.
Very Now Voyager.
I should tell people, you had like a soft polyp in your throat, and people were confused. They thought, wow, that may be something really serious.
It is. It is. It's from,
I
was speaking incorrectly.
All right.
And I was talking a lot.
We talked all about that this morning.
You did?
I have to sit up
on some other show?
From New
and
York.
breathe.
No, just privately. We're from New York, so we're both very kind of husky.
Yeah.
And we talk very loud.
Yeah. Well, in New York, you have to.
Yeah.
And I used to see, you said you used to see me on the West Side when you were growing up.
Yeah, I grew up on the West Side. We used to see you. You were like the neighborhood celebrity.
Yeah.
It was a very small neighborhood. There wasn't much going on in the neighborhood.
Lady Gaga, what does it feel like going, because we didn't know your name a few years ago, and now it seems like it's the name everyone's saying. What does it feel to go from sort of 0 to 60? It may seem like a long road for you, but for us it seemed like a minute.
Oh, well, it's been a very long road, and I just feel very grateful and very blessed. And Cyndi and I feel very honored to be a part of this Viva Glam Mac campaign. For me, it's about sort of being allotted a responsibility to young people that I have always wanted. I've always wanted to be able to connect with the world and speak out about my beliefs. So this is great.
We should talk about Viva Glam, because we've got these MAC lipsticks here for a reason. Tell us about that, you guys.
They're $14.
Yes.
It's a great Valentine's Day present. Don't be foolish. Run right out. Get a nice Valentine's Day present.
And every dollar goes to the Viva Mac AIDS Fund.
Because, you know, it's funny, you hear about a lot of charities, but AIDS doesn't seem to be getting as much of a focus anymore. I'm not sure if it's because we feel like
everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's okay.
It's not.
What's the truth there?
Thing is, it's not okay. The reason they have the two of us is the highest the highest rate of infection now is in women between the ages of 39 and 60 and 18 to 24.
So you're doing both age groups.
So we represent the two age groups, and it's really meant to be what we're hoping. Us together represents a bond, and it represents the kind of confidence and friendship we want mothers to have with their daughters, for friends to have, for sisters to have. And this lipstick is a gift and a message of, I want you to aspire for a loving and monogamous relationship, and I want you to practice safe sex. And when that guy that you're with is naked in his bed and you go to the bathroom to freshen up, you put that lipstick on and you remind yourself to have safe sex.
And by the way, your mom...
But my mother's beautiful.
She is.
And she's also
very
a dream. She is such a sweet, sweet woman. We met her at the Billboard Music Awards when you won that other award. You just keep winning awards. What's going on?
should.
The Grammys?
What was that like performing with Elton John?
Oh, it was really amazing. I wore this lipstick on the Grammys.
You did?
I did.
There you
I wore
are,
this lipstick
doing
on the
your thing.
Grammys.
Do you ever watch your performances back, like after something like this?
That one I did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't believe it really happened, so I had to watch it
know.
hundreds of times.
I can't watch myself once I'm on because in my mind
You just
I'm
giving
somebody
yourself-
else,
Yeah.
and then when I see myself, it's not like one time I thought I was kind of like Ziggy Stardust and I don't know, and kind of Rolling Stones, and then I saw myself and it was just me.
I have to. For me, it's like learning. I have to I watch and I study and I change it.
that's
But during that moment, and what we're doing here today, it's like I was always taught by my mother, who's here, that to be a strong and independent woman. My mother used to put her makeup on in the morning, and I would watch her. And lipstick was sort of a connection that my mother and I had. And when you're looking across the piano from Elton John, and when you're sitting next to Cyndi Lauper talking about AIDS awareness, it's like, teach your daughters to be strong and confident and not passive. There is no negotiation in the bedroom about condoms.
Well, can we talk
is,
about that?
Yes, we can.
Physically,
Yes, we can.
physically and economically, right? And you can chirp in any time when I'm talking, I don't care. Women are at a disadvantage because we don't physically, what are you going to do? You're going to negotiate with a condom and say, please, can you wear a condom? No, I never wear condoms. Can you, but, it's a safe sex. And the truth is, if we had our own condoms, would be great because then you could protect yourself. And now, through the, with this campaign, NAC AIDS Fund is going to hook up with a pharmaceutical company, and they are going to distribute female condoms. So no longer do you have to be there like, oh,
A
but
very
come on.
masculine thing. When you see Trojan commercials, Trojan, it's like it has very low voice and it's very masculine. And we want sex and the everything around sex to be a bit more feminine. We want it to be something that we can take control of and we can make our own decisions, and that it's not only okay for a woman to say not unless you wrap it up, but you have to.
Yeah, I think women do have to, because I think especially when we're talking about younger women, they
think
always
they're immune.
they also
One
always
time.
feel like there's a lot of pressure. They're pleasers,
Or the
they
fact
don't want to feel badly about themselves.
You know what? I gotta say this. It's more than that. Well, because
It's
it is.
true.
For women, even remember when the hippies, the whole free love thing? Yeah, well, that was just a lot of pressure. Here was the deal. If you didn't put out, you were square. And then what? You had to put out, right? So now there's more pressure with, girls, hoes, this whole thing. And it's like the young girls, it's like, what kind of self-image do you have? Well, self-preservation. Like the Boy Scouts. Always be prepared.
Yes.
What's good for them is good for us.
And
I believe they
older
should give out
women-
badges.
Older women in the heat of passion who feel starved, haven't had a man in years. They have a one night stand,
Right.
and they think they're I'm
Because
older.
it's the kids.
There's
Sure.
no way,
Not-
and
yeah.
they get infected.
Yeah.
There's a photo. You talk about being a strong woman. I love this picture that I saw. I think it was on your Twitter page, Lady Gaga, and it was you after you learned that you won the awards. Okay, you didn't have a ton of makeup on. Your hair wasn't. It was like joy. It was release, and you were free. And when I saw that photo, I love that you picked that one to post. You didn't pick one where you were perfect. You picked one where you were real. Why'd you choose that?
Well, a member of the house, Matthew, he took that photo of me, and I didn't even know he took it. He surprised me a few days later and showed it to me. And that, for me, that photo really represents kind of, at that moment, my life was like flashing before my eyes. All the rejection, all the shows I've played, all the fans that believed in me, and there's a lot of pain in my face. It's kind of this happy moment, but I look at it and I get choked up.
Kind of a catharsis.
Very, very, yes. And we were speaking earlier about strength and confidence and all of those things, and I was so insecure for so long, and my fans have believed in me so much that I have become this confident woman that I want to funnel back to them. And during the Monster Ball, I'm always saying, free yourself, liberate, free yourself, be who you are. And that's what Cindy and I are saying today. We want women to feel strong and independent and confident and not feel like they need a man's approval.
Well, it's more than, I think it's more than that. And the one thing when you were talking, I got to tell you, is that moment is a great moment and is filled with angst. But the truth is, in the end, in the long run, fame and this success, it doesn't nullify everything else. Because in another time in your life, you might find yourself with people that you're trying to fit in with, and you're still going to, because it's the way you think, you'll still be outside, but you're supposed to, so that you could create. Always remember that. You know, anyway.
I love that you keep giving her advice.
Yes,
I love the whole thing.
People can
because
learn.
awards don't, and I try to kind of be, in my own way, a spokesperson in my show for, it's okay if you don't feel like a winner. You know, it's okay if you feel like a loser. But I guess it was for me, and what I wanted to win for my fans that night. I didn't want to win for myself.
You actually have a tattoo on your arm for that. What does it say?
It says Little Monster.
What does it say?
Of the little monsters.
Little monsters. That's what.
And I wanted to win for them because you want to be everything that they imagine you to be. And I just kept saying to everyone, you know, if I don't win, for me it's like I can hustle forever, but for them.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial, but we want to talk some more, so don't go anywhere. Okay. More with Cindy.
Where are they going to go? They're snowed in.
No, you're with us, baby.
They're stuck.
All right.